Hello, everyone. Welcome to all of you for this Global Women Empowerment Sessions 2020. As part of this program, we have today with us Ananthi from India. Friends, under the guidance of our master Brahma Shipita Mahapatriji, we are doing this triple one days of Global Goddess Meditation Circle with triple one feminine masters across the globe. So we have successfully entered into day 49 of our program. The main intention of this program is to connect with all the feminine masters across the globe from many countries so that we can create global collective grid across this planet Earth. So I'm so happy, friends. Many of you are utilizing these sessions, and as I keep saying, this global goddess circle and this goddess gatherings are very important and much need of the hour to activate the inner feminine and masculine energies within all of us. So before starting of our session, let's meditate for 2 minutes by connecting with all the feminine masters and by connecting with all the goddesses energies. So I request everyone to please close your eyes for 2 minutes and start observing your normal and natural breath. Now, let's invite all the divine goddesses energies, angels, archangels, all the higher beings of love and light, and all the divine feminine masters in this universe. Let's connect with all of them and do meditation, my dear friends. When we empty our mind, we can experience and feel their energies, my dear friends. Calm your mind and connect with your heart. Let each and every cell, every part in your body be completely filled with love and compassionate energies flowing from all these divine beings. Now, let's send and radiate with love and compassionate energies to all the beings on this planet Earth. May all the living beings on this planet Earth live happy, healthy, and peaceful. Let each and every person on this planet Earth become a meditator and a vegetarian for the highest and the greatest good of all. Now, gently place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and you can slowly open your eyes, my dear friends. So, I'm so happy to introduce today's speaker, Master Ananthi. She's fondly called as Ananthi by everyone. She's a senior meditator practicing this Anapanasati meditation for a decade now. A mechanical engineer by education, a software engineer by profession, she is now leading a role in startup venture. Ananthi has completed her PG diploma in yogic sciences through Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy this year. She is a volunteer for Pyramid Valley International for the past 7+ years in the literature division. She has been a core member in bringing out various books published by Pyramid Valley International, namely Science of Meditation. Meditation is very, very easy, pyramid energy, pyramid power, and many more. Ananthi feels very happy to work with Brahmarshi Patriji year after year for their annual table calendar. She has been associated with this Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy Global now for the past 2+ years. And Ananthi also teaches meditation to her friends, family, relative, and she plays a major role. And she's helping a lot of people in the corporate world too, my dear friends. So let's take wisdom from this great master. Hi, Ananthi. Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, dear Sri. It's a great privilege to be here with you all today in this wonderful 101 Days Global Goddess Meditation Circle. Just totally in bliss state now by being with you all, enjoying this divine feminine energy with you all. So, shall I just go ahead with the topic, Master?
Yes, sure, sure. Yes,
Okay.
Ananthi. Yeah.
So, uh, dear Master, the topic for the day is spiritualistic approach in everyday life. But why I just chose this topic, I would like to just give a little brief about this. I have been into the practice of meditation for the past decade. I was introduced into this wonderful meditation practice by my dear friends Chandra and Vani in this Bengaluru city. I started my journey in the small pyramid in their house by just listening to their experiences of meditation. I got just attracted to this practice of meditation and just wanted to give it a try. The main thing which was there was like the simple concept that meditation heals everything. There is no requirement for any drugs or medication. That time, I used to suffer a little bit of a shoulder pain where it used to aggravate a lot to a frozen shoulder where I could just not move myself. I wanted to give it a try to try it out without medication because when I do a little massage or have some pills, the pain used to come down a little bit, but yet it never went away for me. So I just thought, okay, let me give a try, and I started with a 40-day meditation practice. Initially, for the first 2 weeks, I did not find any difference. In fact, I would say that the pain used to increase when I used to sit for meditation inside the pyramid. I did not know the reason that time, but after 2 weeks, dear masters, I should say that the pain completely disappeared and it has never come back to me again. So, this is one miracle which happened for me, and I continued my practice of meditation, and that is how I started. And because of this practice of meditation, the simple things which I started observing in my life because of this wonderful practice of meditation, the spiritualistic approach which I implied in my life has brought in a lot of changes, especially the smile and happiness on my face. My friends generally regard me now as you are always smiling, you're very happy. How do you do it? So, my simple answer for them all is very simple, just meditate. And that's how I got my smile and happiness to me back again, like when I was a child. I smile a lot and I'm very happy about it. So, about this topic, dear masters, why do we need to have a spiritualistic approach? Spirituality is different from being religious. Okay, religion, this is something like a specific sect of people or like an organized belief. They have a specific practice which they practice day in and day out, like chanting mantras, going temple, mosque, church, reading Bible. They have a specific standard practice which they have to follow. It is defined by a community or a leader or something, and you just follow it. But spirituality is more from your inner self. It is an individual practice. What you do to yourself to keep or engage yourself on a daily basis to keep you happy. So, this actually, being spiritual, gives a great sense of peace and a sense of purpose to your own self. Spiritual people flourish. I have seen it personally, and I'm sure that you have seen it too. So, spirituality is linked to many aspects, especially the human functioning. I would say that spiritual people have a lot of positive relationship. They have very high self esteem and are very optimistic. They generally have a very beautiful meaning and a purpose of life. So, I would like to go to the next slide. So now we need to know what are the basics of this happiness. Dear masters, it is very simple. We just need to follow our dear beloved master Patriji's concepts and implement it day in and day out. Our master has been teaching us the basics of spiritual science, which does not cater to any particular caste, religion, or culture. It is a collective wisdom of all masters. We are all spirits, the Atmas, which is very common to all the human beings. We all need to stay in this beautiful family life, practicing samsara to the fullest and never adopt this method of sannyasa so that we can obtain this happiness 100% in our life. So I would just like to remember or remind ourselves of a few basic concepts which our beloved master keeps repeating to us day in and day out to enlighten us and take us to the path of bliss. So one concept is I is equal to you is equal to he, she, it. It just simply means that everybody is equal. We do not have anybody higher than us or lower than us. We need to treat everybody and give that respect the same way we want to treat our own self. And we also need to remember that we have all evolved basically from the mineral kingdom, plant, animal, and the human kingdom. And we are the highly evolved species at present. And we need to treat ourselves with that own dignity, not only ourselves, but everybody, be it the a person next to us, the cat or a dog, every being, they are all the same. And we also need to understand that we are all souls. Whatever comes from the whole is only a whole thing. We are all from that beautiful Purnatma, which is whole and complete. And we are also nothing less than that. With all the imperfections which we have in our own self, we are complete. Yes, dear masters, we are whole and complete in all aspects. Every soul has both masculine and feminine energy. This is basic. We are having different births, but our soul is just one. In one birth, we can have that maximum of masculine energy where we have the male form. Another lifetime, we might be in that feminine energy with 100% feminine. But each and every soul in each and every birth has this both masculine and feminine energy in varying percentages. Next is like we create our own reality. We have designed our life even before our birth, and we are living that life to the fullest. And at each and every point of our life, we have our own free will decision whether to learn that particular lesson, what we have designed for, or we just choose to ignore and come for it later. So we create our own reality. We are here to learn. This is the basic principle of reincarnation. With each and every birth, we design our life to have some important life lesson to be learned so that we can go to the next stage. Our soul has different stages of progression, right from that infant, baby, young, mature, old, the different stages of our soul. So we just learn the lesson from each and every stage and we just move on to the next one. Our soul grows with each and every learning we do on this planet Earth. We are interdependent, yet non interference. We all live in this beautiful planet Earth. We are all born and we are living together in a family, with a group of friends, in a society, in a country. So we are always interdependent. We can never be independent as we have to. This one man army principle does not work when we are in the spiritualistic. I mean, we understand it when we are spiritual. So, be it family or friends, we are interdependent. We are dependent on the others. But we have to practice this beautiful practice of non interference. Be it your husband, wife, child, or your mother, father, whoever it may be, you just do not interfere into their life until they ask for it. Without with the principle of non-violence, we just try to stay to our own self at maximum. So, dear masters, we have some 10 secrets which we can discuss now openly to just learn how to go about this spiritualistic living in our daily life. The one thing which is basic for this life to be spiritual is change is the only constant thing, and we have to adapt it at each and every point it comes to us. So the first point is to believe in the power of your words. We all know that whatever we talk, it is from the thought which has already been created in our mind. So, thoughts, which then become our words, gradually become our deeds. Our deeds are from the thoughts. It need not be necessary that we should have uttered that. And our words always have their origin from their thoughts. So, whatever we think creates our world around us, creates the reality around us. So, this was the first lesson which I learned in spirituality, dear masters. Each and every thought has energy, it has a vibration, it creates, or it just, we all understand the law of attraction. Whatever we seek seeks to us. So, whatever we want for us comes to us. Every thought is a vibration or an energy which creates that magic of reality. So, now we have to understand why we should not talk bad about others. No gossip. We all should understand that gossip is a cancer for our soul, as our beloved Master Patriji says. We might get that momentary happiness, that solace which our friends gives us when we talk about some third person. But if we see in a bigger picture, dear masters, it actually does not help us at all. At soul level, it is a bad karma which is getting attached to our own body. So we just completely stop this practice of gossiping and we just focus our attention completely in increasing our vakshetra, where we realize the power of our words. We can make our words become true only when we realize the power of words. When our vakshetra becomes positive, we attract that positive energy, the positive people within our living, which actually enhances our whole life to a better living. The second secret is just become a child again, dear masters. Yes, we have to learn a lot from children. The basic thing what we can learn is just to smile and be happy for nothing and for everything. Be happy. Children are God by themselves. They make that easiest connection to their godliness. And what they do? Smile, right? So that is what we also have to learn and bring back the smile and laughter for us at all times, in all situations, for that sake. Children also read a lot. They have a hobby and they just try something different, always, whatever it is. The same thing they try differently. So, we also need to inculcate the practice of reading books, whichever interests you, and create that hobby, that painting, dancing, or that running, whichever you did not do for decades. Just take it up and try that same dish in a different way. or do that programming, whatever you used to do it. Try to see instead of that if loop, a different while loop or something, will it help you or not? Just try it out differently. And one important thing I would like to say is when you want to become the child within yourself, try to reconnect with your childhood friends. That makes a lot of difference, dear masters. They create that beautiful childhood memory in you. And for women, I would really recommend having a girls' circle where you just have fun and talk, where you can express yourself completely and enjoy. And dear masters, never regret for your childhood. Bringing out the inner child actually means living out that old childhood memory which you already had, and you face it, all the fears or whatever you went through without fear, and you relive that life again. And what you have to do here is basically unlearn. Unlearn, dear masters. Unlearn whatever you have learned and just throw away that analytical mind and become that child again. But secret, I would say, make a bucket list of your fears. Yes, we generally make a bucket list of whatever things we want to do, whatever we enjoy to do. Yes, but I'm saying here, make a list of your fears. That is very important in this path of spirituality. As you want to progress and as you want to grow and have a happy life, you need to be away from the fears which are holding you and they're pulling you down. For that, basically, most of us have this one fear of death. So if we try to overcome that fear, and if we try to make a list of all the fears which we have, we can actually keep them as a goal and then try to put a tick mark for each and everything which we have. I had a fear of learning Carnatic music when I was a child. I tried to learn, but I was really unsuccessful when I wanted to do that. So that fear kept on nagging me in my mind. And I would like to share, dear masters, just 2 years ago, I just started learning Carnatic music and I have put a tick mark for that because now I'm very confident that I can sing any raga confidently and learn anything, any kind of music, not only Carnatic, any kind of music without any fear. And if the masters who are listening to would like to make a list of their fears, I would just welcome. Um, People might have a fear for height or fear for reptiles, stage fear where you're unable to talk to people. So if you want, you can just make a list of your fears and do a tick mark. That really helps, dear master. Just conquer your fears and you will live a very happy life. Next, I would like to talk about us creating your own space. This plays an important role in your spiritual life and in your regular life too. You need to have a special place for meditation, that uninterrupted, undistracted space for your own self. It can be a small place in your bedroom or a common room where you have a space to sit and talk to people and enjoy and meditate. And can be a terrace like a garden where you just listen to nature, but it is really important that you have this own space for yourself. Create an hobby, dear masters. It is very important as you have to relax yourself every day. We know about monks who have their own personal space where people do not go and even sit in that particular place where the monks generally use sit, because the monks get to know if someone has entered their personal space. So, personal space has more importance in our spiritual life. Just try creating one. The next I would like to add on is try to grow a plant, dear masters. It is just very important. Teaches us lots of valuable lessons. One main lesson is how to value your time. From the time you drop a seed into the ground, water it, nourish it, and the first time the first leaf comes out, and a flower and a fruit comes out in a tree, just imagine how much time it takes. It takes years for it to come. Even for a smaller marigold plant to come out, it just takes few weeks for that seed to sprout. And it teaches you how energy is transformed. That single seed is full of energy, and it has the full knowledge how to become a full plant or a full tree, and how to give that flower or a seed fruit. So it has full knowledge and full energy. The way the energy is transformed, you just get abundant of knowledge when you spend your time with that. And patience is one thing which you learn with this beautiful project, whichever you do. Just create a small space, buy one small, even if you're living in an apartment or a small place, just have one small pot where you can just try it out. It just makes a big difference in your life, dear masters. It also teaches us that it has no conditions. Just keeps on giving us fruits. Example, a mango tree. We just do not bother it after it's grown, but it gives us fruits year after year, even if we don't bother about it. And the joy of giving. Dear masters, the plants and trees are really happy when you just go and communicate with them. They just give us a lot of joy, and they enjoy the joy of giving, and we are in the recipients for that particular joy. So just try hugging a tree or a plant and talking to them each and every day. So that creates a lot of positive vibration in you and the whole environment. Please give it a try. The next I would like to tell you is bless your food. We all know that health is wealth. That is the basic for our life. And we as women, most of the time, voluntarily take up that position of being the health minister of our own homes. Vegetarianism or the plant based diet is the best diet to be followed. And we are all very happy that the food which gives us the joy of eating the fresh vegetables, the fresh fruits. Try to eat raw foods as much as possible. Cooked food is also good, but the raw food helps you increase that energy within your own self. We have seen examples about the food crystal, I mean, the water, the crystal shape in the water. Dr. Masaru Emoto has performed various experiments in Japan by just talking good things to water. The water crystals changes shape. When you just talk something bad like I hate you, the water crystals take different shape. You can just have a look in the, so do a search in Google. You have lots of information about it. So that scientific experiment tells us very clearly that whatever we have inside our body has a great effect on how it nourishes our body. It can either, the same water can either harm or it can give us lots of energy. Being on the way, how we treat that body. So just energize the food which you eat under the pyramids. It really helps, dear masters. Next, I would like to talk about setting up a goal. Why is setting up a goal important? Most of us, when we are up after 40 years, we just feel that, okay, kids have grown up. We really do not have much to do in life except for just looking into their needs. But it is not so, dear masters. I was also under the impression, like after I had kids, there's really nothing much that I have to do personally for myself. But after doing this beautiful practice of meditation, I have to set a goal for myself. Why? Because it gives me a long term vision and a short term motivation for me to do. It gives me a vision like what I want to do in another 10 years. and a short term motivation of, okay, let me split it up in a year, what I want to do, in a month, in a week, in a day. So in that way, it helps me to keep me occupied. Say I want to become a great dancer, a Kathak dancer. I want to be known as a Kathak dancer after 10 years. So what do? I just enroll myself into some practice and keep practicing for that. I spend my time for that. So it helps me to motivate me on a regular basis. So generally, setting goals helps us to acquire the knowledge which we are seeking for and helps us to organize our time and our resources so that we can make the most of our life. So, what we do basically is create a big picture of what you want to do and then break them into smaller and smaller targets and then start working to achieve your goals. It can be for your career, your financial prosperity, for your more education, knowledge you want to gain, family, be an artistic goal, attitude, physical, or something. After so many years after finishing my school, I enrolled myself to do a PG diploma course in yogic sciences last year and finished this year, dear masters. And I'm really happy. I just can't express how much happy I was. Like when I had the examination, I had to go to Bangalore University to take them, and I had a group of friends who jointly wrote it with me. So we all used to sit and do that group study together, like the way we used to do in school and college times. And I really had fun writing that examination for 3 hours. So it just helps you when you have all these small goals in life. Next, I would just like to talk about enjoying your divine self. We have some basic four purushatas which we have to do in our human life. Purushatas are the human principles which are applied, which have been told by the great sages thousands and thousands of years ago. It is a blueprint for the fulfillment of our human birth. What are they? They are the dharma or the righteousness which you have to do, the artha or the money part which you have to take care, the kama, the desire which you have, and the moksha, the liberation. The dharma, the righteous thing, you always take the middle path, whether it is positive or negative, you always try to do the right thing which resonates with your soul. And the money part, artha, you might not be earning, but you might be having the opportunity to spend money wisely. So that as women, we just take care of that part, dear masters. And the kama part, desire, it is a basic necessity for a human life. And in order to balance our chakras too, we need to have the basic desire, the sexual desire, and everything under our balance. It should neither be in the excess or in deficit. So we always try to keep everything in balance so that we have that happy life where we do not crib for anything in life. And the moksha or the liberation, which helps us to the path of samadhi, and meditation is a wonderful tool which helps us for that. So, what we do here is we follow our heart. Follow your heart to get the maximum of your best feminine energy. And we do this by not harming anybody else around us. That is the whole purpose of our life, dear masters. Next, stay in bliss. Yes, masters. We have to be thankful, grateful, and bless our own self and others too who have been helping us lead this wonderful life. Why we do this? We do this because it helps us to feel the feeling of other person. It helps us put ourselves into the shoes of the other person so that we have that empathy to the other person. Why did that person do that thing to me? Instead of having that, we can always understand when we just think from that other person's point of view. So we do this to get through the life's tough times. It helps us to sail smoothly in the path of a beautiful life. Because the other thing is that it can helps us to recall all the good things which have happened in our life. We might, when we think about a particular person, we might think that the other person has created some particular trouble for you recently. But when we are grateful for the particular person, he might have done so many good things for you which you might be grateful of. So, in order to erase that karma between you and that person, to make it even, what you can try is you can try being grateful to that person. In that way, you might be able to forgive and forget that person as time goes by. It lowers your stress, depression, and anxiety. So now I would just request our dear masters to just close your eyes for a few seconds. Just deep, deeply inhale and deeply exhale. 3 times, dear masters. Just get that picture of that one person, whoever comes to your mind just now. It is your time to show your gratefulness to that person today, Masters. Just type that message of hi, hello, and just talk to them. It makes a great difference. Okay. So the next thing is, the last thing is always meditate. Why meditate? Everybody says meditate, meditate. It gives you this, that, and everything. But why meditate? I just have a small example which I can tell you all, dear masters. Just imagine a school where we have from a kindergarten till the 12th graders. Everybody is sitting in their own classroom. They have their own respective teachers teaching them, and some students have their physical education where they're running around. And some students have their practicals where they do experiments in the school, and everything is going normally. Everybody is separated in the specific classroom physically, and they are all and things are going fine. And imagine our Mother Earth, how we are. We also have people who are in different soul levels, from the baby soul to the adult soul. Just imagine that the baby soul people are the kindergarten, and the old soul are the 12th graders who have their own teachers. The old soul people really do not require a mentor, but they do have, and they can do their learnings on their own. But the infant soul people, they keep asking, ma'am, I want this, I want that, I want to go here, there. So there is a difference in the people category in our Mother Earth. And we see people going on recreation tours, like the people who are enjoying in the PE session, some people doing research and looking for the betterment of mankind, like the people work in the students work in the lab. So everything is happening smoothly. Just imagine the school environment where we just take out the physical barriers of the classroom and everybody is put under one roof. Won't it be chaotic, dear masters? Where the kindergarten students just keep asking something, where it just goes on disturbing the other. So at present, our Mother Earth is kind of that situation where the physical barriers of the classroom have been lifted off and everybody is there in one place under one roof, where it is the duty and responsibility for the old soul people to reach out to the younger soul, to the infant soul, and help them and guide them and grow. And meditation is the only tool which will help us to do that, dear masters. So I think I'm just clear about why we need to meditation. And this wonderful practice of meditation has been giving not only me, to all other divine masters like you listening to this, a wonderful, blissful life. So, thank you, dear masters. I think I have told in brief how we can be spiritual in our day to day life. And I thank you all for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my knowledge with you all. Thank you. Now, I would like to do meditation with you all for the next few minutes, dear masters. Kindly be seated in a comfortable position where you cross the legs and clasp your hands with fingers into fingers. Remove spectacles if you're wearing any and gently keep your eyes closed. Breathe in gently and breathe out gently. Just go deep within yourself. The first step, explore your own self. The inward journey in exploring that unexplored regions of your soul. Just relax your body with each and every breath you're taking within yourself. Enjoy your breath as you breathe in gently and breathe out gently. Enjoy being with your natural breath. That's simple, easy, smooth, natural in breath and the smooth out breath. Thoughts may come and thoughts may go. Just become an observer, a witness for your thoughts, and let it go. Just let it go when it wants to go by. Breathe in gently and breathe out gently. Feel that vibration of that abundant healing energy, the cosmic energy flow throughout your body. Enjoy the divine energy deep inside you. Feel that inner smile, that feeling of oneness, that feeling of togetherness, where you're able to make that connection with each and every being all around you. Be with a divine energy, with a gentle smile on your face. Bring out this positivity into yourself and spread out that beautiful happiness to all around you as you breathe out this wonderful breath outside of you. Be with your breath, dear masters. The beautiful in breath and that wonderful out breath. Breath is the only way to connect with our soul. Breath connects ourself with a divine self. Breath gives us the connection to the Purnatma. Enjoy the wonderful feeling of being your own self. Last 5 minutes. Be with your breath, dear masters. The more and more you make that connection with your own self. The more and more you understand that beautiful inner self within yourself, with each and every breath we take within ourselves, we reprogram our inner understanding, we rewire our deep knowledge about this whole worldly existence and achieve the wonderful goals, the aims we set for ourselves and target and win wonderfully with the wonderful practice of meditation, dear masters. Just be with your breath. Last 2 minutes, dear masters. Just soak yourself, soak your wonderful soul, soak your wonderful body in this abundant, radiant, cosmic shower you are receiving right now. Listen to that beautiful song your soul is singing to you right now. Your intuition is the voice of your soul. Always lending ear to this wonderful song of your soul. Breathe in gently and breathe out gently. Last 30 minutes, dear masters. Be with your breath. Life is a beautiful song. Sing that song. It is unique for your own self. Sing your life song with abundance of joy and happiness. in each and every breath of yours. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Dear Masters, gently place your hands on your eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes to that beautiful space you have created around you with that beautiful, gentle smile on your face.
Thank you so much, Ananthi. Really, it was a wonderful session. Everything you explained in a very nutshell about how beautifully we can transform our life, like how we can remold, reprogram our life. Beautiful tools and techniques you have given to all of us. Thank you so much, Ananthi. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. I'm
yeah,
just really very happy to be part of this wonderful Global Goddess Meditation Circle. And I thank you and the other organizers too for giving me this wonderful opportunity just share my experiences, how we can just make our life more happy in each and
yes,
every moment by just living in the moment.
true,
The
true.
simple technique that Patriji tells us always, if we just implement it, how life can become beautiful, how we can just transform it
Yes.
without much effort. That's the whole idea of this.
Yes, thank you so much. Really, the person who is not a meditator can easily understand and he can start doing meditation right now because you explained it in a such a clear and a profound and unique way and very beautifully. Very beautiful.
Thank
Thank you
you
so
so
much.
much. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody in this, earth has to become a meditator. So that is our ultimate aim. So I hope that I have done my small bit to just
Yeah.
add to that service.
Thank you so much for adding your energies into this beautiful circle global goddess meditation circle program. Thank you for being one of the goddess today. Thank you, Ananti ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank
And
you, Sri. Thank you.
yes, friends, hope you all have enjoyed today's session and please do share it with your friends and family. And let's all connect in tomorrow's meditation session. Until then, signing off. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.